U.S. Marshals Museum, not a cloud in the sky, not a lot of humidity, ought to make a pleasant night for high school football tonight.
Sunday night. It's probably going to feel more like a mid or even mid to late September game, especially when you compare it to last week. Last week we were baking for these first football games, and a lot better this weekend. I think next Friday we go back to even more heat, so enjoy the quick break. Nice weekend, too. It is going to start getting a little bit warmer, though, and a little extra humid as southeast winds start to pick up a little bit. We've had a northeast wind all week long. It's been great. Now we have more of a due east wind, and then tomorrow more of that southeast wind starts to come in. And so I think we're in the low 90s for your Saturday for most of us, low and mid 90s on Sunday. And by Sunday, we start to get more of a heat index. It's not nearly what it's been earlier this summer, but still it could feel kind of toasty on Sunday. And with the extra humidity, our rain chances will start to go up. They're very low at first. They'll start to pick up a little bit next week, but I think overall this weekend does look mostly clear for us. We're watching this system off to the south right now, providing just a lot of scattered storms, a lot of humid air across parts of Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. And we're also watching this high pressure get closer and closer to us. But one thing we may notice is that this little system may be able to nudge into the high pressure and slowly give us an isolated shower storm Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this upcoming week. Notice how we've had a couple very light showers in Arkansas trying to just poke their way in. So we'll see how this meanders from the southeast. Otherwise, we're dry. And we're going to stay mostly dry for the next several days. Just watch out for a stray pop-up shower. This evening we're dry, though. Mostly clear skies all across 5 country. Of course, our football Friday night game of the week, Lauren is there. Kickoff at 7, starting in the 80s. It's a lot better than starting next to 100 degrees like we were last week. And halftime we'll be in the low 80s, and I think we're in the 70s for the final 2 quarters. All right, let's start to talk about your weekend forecast. Nice, cool start tomorrow. Maybe not as cool as it was this morning, but still nice. In the afternoon, tomorrow we'll have 90s. I think even Northwest Arkansas, we get into the 90s. The past few days, we've been stuck in the upper 80s. Not a bad place to be stuck. But then mid-90s for the Fort Smith, Van Buren area and the rest of the River Valley, too, as the southeast wind starts to pick up. And then we have to talk about some rain chances. Overall, we're in these low categories. So sometimes the storms could be isolated, and they only pop up in the afternoon, by the way. And then maybe a few more on Wednesday. Wednesdays are probably our best chance to squeeze out an isolated storm. But you do see Monday, Labor Day. If you got plans, you got to watch out for an isolated storm or two. Here's a look at Futurecast. I think it does get aggressive because we're still a couple days out. But with the heat and humidity building throughout the day, there could be a couple pop-ups. The River Valley may have technically a higher chance, especially south of Fort Smith. So Poteau, Greenwood, Paris, Booneville. We'll watch for that on Labor Day. But we're still watching just a lot of sunshine expected with the stray storm popping up every once in a while. You see on Wednesday maybe a better chance for a pop-up storm. And then it looks like just the heat and humidity continues. So Darren, not a lot changes with our forecast, but just don't be surprised in the afternoons if we're tracking a storm or two, just kind of meandering.
You know what? I don't have a problem with that.
No, it'd be nice to have a few more.
What's the drought thing look like?
Technically, we're not in a drought yet.
Oh, really?
But I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe next week they put us in one.
Yeah,
but our
probably.
wildfire threat actually went up today.
Oh, yeah.
So hope to watch that.
All right, Matt, thanks. On this week's episode of Around the Corner, we're going to hang out with the Clintons. Coming up, we take you to a small part of their history here in Arkansas.